All right, guys, I just wanted to make a visual of what goes through my head so you actually have it on paper. And I want you guys to do the same. So take a picture, screenshot this thing right now. We'll add a picture somewhere too for you. But this is something really important for you to whiteboard, put on a piece of paper, because that's the only way things get done is write it down, get it out of here. And preferably start off with a piece of paper and a pen. It's pretty old school, right? Do that before you start typing and documenting. There's a reason behind it. It's just so it's psychologically engraved here first, and then you can go to typing, because this has to be a mindset shift. You have to want to grow your business and grow it fast. And this is the fastest, freest way to do it. There's zero ads, zero anything. So that's how important it is. So I'm gonna take you through it really, really briefly so I won't waste your time. I call it the Dream 100 list. Try to get to 100 as fast as you possibly can. This exercise should probably take you no more than 2 to 3 hours at the very, very most. And here's how you're gonna start off with if you're stuck for ideas. Find the top podcasters in your space. There's tons of them. They're free. You can access them. They all will respond because they need more content. They need more viewers, more followers. So start off by complimenting them on something that you watched, and then you have an in the door and you can start maturing that conversation quickly. Same thing with YouTubers. They're frenzies for content. They want more viewers, subscribers, etc. All you have to do is give them a compliment and they'll respond to you socially, and that's how you start your first relationship. Get to the ebookers, the people who write ebooks, go on Amazon, find out who the top authors in the space are. Surprisingly, when you reach out publicly on social, they do respond. I've sat and read social media books and I've tweeted the author on Sunday nights and they actually respond, and oftentimes right away. So it's pretty cool. So you see guys like Gary Vee and other people, and Jay Shetty, the biggest influencers in their category in the world, and they personally respond. So that's the good part about social selling and the ability to reach people at any time, anywhere, 24/7. Then you're gonna wanna look for your category experts. Who are the top dogs out there? Don't be afraid to reach out to them, because everybody needs help. Everybody outsources, and you never know. Sometimes agency owners are burned out, or sometimes the restaurant marketers are burned out, or whoever the category is, and you are that saving grace to finally give them that breath of fresh air. So don't feel shy to contact these top dogs in the space. And in fact, if you get one of these, now you have massive social proof. Now you got an endorsement. So when you talk to other people, you can say, I work with so-and-so, and that'll open doors way faster than not having an influencer on your side. Next up, the software companies in your space. So if you're a digital marketing agency, and let's go to restaurants, you may want to contact Toast or Orca Inventory or other softwares that work in that space, because you're not competitors, you're allies. You can only add more value. So it's really important to understand the psychology is that you're always adding value and you always want to give a benefit to them. You're going to increase their business by offering more value and make their fans raving fans by bringing in more trainers and authorities like you. Next up, directory websites. So if there's niche websites that list all the softwares like Inc. 500 or other sites like that, you can find, and you can just get a quick list, scrape it, and you'll have all the data, which I'll get into. Next, you can go to some other categories like Yelp, Facebook, and groups, so you can capture more information. And then you have your friends and family, which should be the ones that would be the ones most likely to endorse you the quickest. So you can be pretty straightforward and aggressive here just because they love you and they already trust you. Data you're gonna wanna collect here are, you want the website, the email, their social information, and preferably a telephone number so you can actually pick up the phone and call them right away. So now you have all these different touch points to reach out through a website form, an email address, through direct messaging on social, and then if they have a phone number, don't hide behind any of these three. This is the best, because if you want to make a human connection, pick up the phone, don't be scared. Now here's the reach outs. I just actually touched on it. Call, email, direct message, and better yet, to build a relationship quicker, you can always do videos, like short little videos, because if you're only reaching 100 people in a week or a month, you can make 100 short videos introducing yourself so it's personalized, because then you're gonna stand way above the noise, because they're getting Dear Sir and Madam emails all the time. But if you do a customized video and show them how you can improve themselves, like saying, hey, my name's Rahul, I found something that I thought would be very useful for you. By the way, I loved your blog. Here's the link to what I'm talking about. And when they click that link, it's a video of you talking about them specifically. And that can be absolutely powerful. You can even do the same thing with voice messages. So you can record it on your iPhone or your Android and then shoot them a direct message saying, hey, I made a quick video for you, and then try to get a response that way. Or you can get introduced. Who knows who? Like mutual friends on Facebook, LinkedIn, get an introduction, because then you have an endorsement that will guarantee to open the door if the person introducing you knows them well. The materials you want to be prepared with, have your pricing list together, because the last thing you want to be is unprepared when you have the opportunity. So success is very important. To be successful in this, you have to have these materials ready, in my opinion, to accelerate the relationship so you actually start transacting. Price list, because how can you sell something without knowing what it costs? You want it to be clear and concise for your partner. Next up is a contract between you and the partner, which I talked about. We'll give away our template that you can use. Just have your lawyer or somebody who knows the law review it. That's our disclaimer. Then marketing materials. Have a one sheet, not a whole brochure, something simple, because again, they're not selling for you just yet. They're referring you at this point in time. So you want to make it really, really simple so a child can understand exactly what you do, and that's the goal. Last up, you want to write their email sequence for them and a text message as well, so they can text their friends exactly what you want them to say, so you can actually mature the business and the relationship so it accelerates, so everybody can start winning. So you get to help their clients succeed, you help each other succeed, so it's a win-win. You, the partner, and the end clients you get to serve. And there you have it. This is pretty simple stuff here, guys. The last thing I like to focus on has nothing to do with anything but staying focused right here. This is what I see a lot of people kind of struggle with, is that they're thinking fearfully. They're not thinking like, hey, I can't do this. It's scary, it's hard. It's not. This is all done for you. You can literally write all this stuff down really quickly in an hour or so and be ready to be making money and doing this all for free. This doesn't cost anything. All you need is your phone and a cell phone. Your phone and the internet. But the mindset, you gotta stay focused. You gotta know why you're doing it, what your goals are, write those down. You have to practice relentlessly. This doesn't come overnight. This took many years to master, and I still study and learn from the best. When you get no's, you have to accept it. Rejection is the best, just because that's your replays. You get to learn from it. So no just means yes later. You caught them at the wrong time, especially when it comes to sales. Film study. Just like Michael Jordan watches film at the end of the day, you should too, especially early on. So record your calls so you know what your mistakes you're making, if you're talking weird, if you're saying too much repetitive words or whatnot. All this stuff is really, really important. And if you say something that loses the engagement of the other person, you'll know and identify that. So this isn't to be self-conscious, this is to be successful. This is really important stuff right here. Next one, get help. Everybody needs mentors. I use mentors every single day. They're younger, they're older, same age, it doesn't matter, female, male, it doesn't matter to me. As long as they can help me get to that next level, and even if it's just one single word shift, or if it could just be motivation, you just talk to your favorite person to get that energy up, that really helps. Another thing, I'm a Tony Robbins fan. When you feel like your energy is low or your mindset's off, start jumping. Who cares who's around you? Do some jumping jacks. I'll do some right now. This is all you do. Just do 100 of these bad boys. You'll get your energy back. You'll be focused. Say some successful chants. Read a famous quote. Get back to state. And then right here, practice the uncomfortable. If you want to be good at something, you have to do stuff you don't like. So those are my tips. Take them to heart, and that's how you're going to be successful with partnerships and scale your agency.